Hey guys, this is Kieran from MSK Physio, and today's exercise is ground zero. This is, one of the most basic of movements that, we should have some capacity in, and primarily to do with lower back movement. So if you've had a back injury or some pain in that area, give this movement a go, see if it's difficult, and you might just find that it helps improve some of your movement and maybe reduce some of your pain. With the lower back, we've talked a lot about how the shape of the joints is catered a lot more towards forward and back movement. It's got a little bit of rotation capacity and a little bit of sideways, but its primary movement capacity is forward and back. And its ability to do that under different loads and under different conditions, maybe fatigue or a random environment like a sports field, is going to ask different I suppose it's going to ask your body to be able to react differently. And so the ability to have a capacity there in multiple scenarios is really, really needed, particularly because it attaches to where your mass is. This is your pelvis, well, most of your mass. And where your pelvis goes tends to be kind of where the rest of you will go. So to get movement there, we need to be able to flex and extend forward and back. And the first place that we're going to experience that is on the ground. And we have another exercise, so it's entry level to, I think, pelvic mobility, lower back and pelvic mobility and flexibility. And this is laying on your back. But the next step to that, as you're a baby, once you start rolling over onto your tummy, you need to be able to also have that when you're laying on your tummy. So let's get down onto the ground. And the mic might get a little bit ruffled, but hopefully it works out nicely for you guys. And just to start with, I'm going to show you the movement, and then I'm going to go and demonstrate. Well, I'm going to talk about the movement, and then I'll demonstrate. So if your lower back in here, right now I'm in extension, I'm bending backwards. If I were to flex, more space would be created under my tummy, so I can get my hand under my tummy. Can you do that laying face down with your forehead resting on your hands? So I'll do a demo, and then I'll pop up just so you guys can hear me clearly. So I'm flexing, I'm creating space under my tummy. And then I'm extending, which means I'm squishing my hand into the ground. Can you do this movement while breathing? Can you do this movement with your legs relaxed? How much other assistance and help do you need from extremity muscles? Do you clench your jaw? Or can you just do this and be conversational about it and somewhat relaxed? It should be minimal effort. If it's a lot of effort, it might be worth getting better at this. So I might coordinate some inhalation and exhalation when I do it. There are some sort of preferences or biases to what might be best, but being able to inhale or exhale, regardless of being flexed or extended, is the main goal. So I'm creating space, I'm flexing, I'm pulling my tummy away from the ground, but I'm not sucking in as such. I'm trying to create more of a gap so my back rounds. And then I'm extending, I'm pushing my belly into the ground. Now, can I do this with my legs relaxed? Still breathing. Nice. So it might seem like a really basic movement, but and there's something to be said for complexity, but you've got to have some of the foundations and the basics first. And what's nice about this is it really forces you to just move one area. And it also reveals to you what you might be doing to try and help you move that one area. And the goal is that you could move that area independently of other areas. Can you rub your tummy and tap your head at the same time, or is everything a tap or everything a rub? And so learning to dissociate body parts from each other can be really helpful, because when I'm running, if I go to extend my back, one leg's going to be behind me and the other one's going to be in front. But if I've created a pattern of tension where both legs are in extension, I'm using both my hamstrings. So if I go into extension here, and my strategy is to lift both my legs off the ground to help me extend my back, that's not a really helpful pattern for being able to propel myself. Now, you might be able to run and walk still, but your stride length might be a little bit reduced, or your ability to produce power. So it's about being able to do all of it instead of specific things. We're not saying there's bad or good stuff, just can you do all of it and demonstrate it at the required intensity level You know, this isn't a 1 rep max scenario. This is like minimal effort, basics of basics. And if it's challenging for you, don't get too disheartened. You'll get better at it. Just practice, and probably over a week or two, you'll find that this improves quite a lot. If you like this video, then please hit like below. Otherwise, to check out more of our content in the future, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo over here. And to check out our latest video, click up here.